Alright, hey, welcome back to Boss Battle Climate Change here on Retro Gaming Live TV. It's me, megadrivers. I'm here to bring you one of my favorite games of all time here, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. A pretty awesome late era entry into the Sega Genesis library, starring Batman and, I guess, Robin. Yeah, based on the cartoon of the same name. I think most people here, I hope, would be familiar with it. But if you're not, it's about Batman, it's about Robin, and it's about that 1cc life. This is a very arcadey game, very similar into the vein of things like Gunstar, actually. As a running gun, whoops, I forgot to start the timer there. My button for the timer isn't even going. What is that? You know what? This was never going to be on world record pace anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the timer manually here. How do you start that? Come on. There we go. And we're just going to go from here, and we're going to talk about the game. First and foremost, we're going to let this thing turn green. There are 3 weapons in this game. You have a 3-way shot with your reds, a quick charge attack with your blue, and a really heavy-hitting single shot with your green. And green is by far and away the best option you have in this game. I'm also going to show off a quick secret one-up here. Oh, I didn't get it, actually. I was spending too much time focusing on my comms instead of getting that correctly. But if you kill all the second line of mooks up there before they start moving, you'll actually spawn a secret one-up. Ain't that awesome? I also just took a really risky power-up there because I could have ended up on blue, and that would have been horrible. If you're playing this game for speed, you really don't want blue, because though the quick charge sounds nice, it's not actually a particularly strong weapon. Green and red both have their arguments. Green is just ultimately better in a lot of ways for a lot of people, and red will come into play during stage 3 when we get there, and I'd be happy to explain why. It's actually not really all that complicated. This game is actually really notorious to me personally as a child, because I could never beat this. I could barely beat the first stage. It's very happy to just shower you in damage if you're not taking care of yourself in meaningful ways. There should be a heart here, yeah. And dying in this game is a mild penalty at first, because you only lose about a level of your weapon power-up, and your weapon power-ups are actually the real key to doing damage in this game. You want to stay at max power at all times, but when you're at max level, you will actually lose several levels of power-up, and you won't be able to get them back during certain bosses. So dying in this game could be a real punishment if you're playing for speed, and that's why we're trying for the no miss on this one. I know I can get the 1cc, and I wish I put in more practice runs than I did beforehand, but life gets in the way. We all have to work our jobs, take care of our kids, take care of this planet. Oop, want to get those hearts. Oh, I should probably mention too, this jump kick that I'm doing. Batman has a high jump kick and a dive kick, and both of them actually provide you a little bit of a speed boost to moving horizontally. So you kind of want to be spamming them when you can to move. They're just going to help you get where you need to go faster. So we got our first boss here with absolute banger of a soundtrack. God, we're going to talk about the soundtrack a lot during this. I'm just trying to get as much of my strategy out here as I can. But the bosses all move in fixed patterns, so you know what's going to happen every single time. You just need to, move to avoid it. This one in particular, until we get to this level here, he moves in a fixed pattern, shoots in a fixed way. And it's kind of the same here, but he's always pointing at you at this point. Oh, I jumped way too early on that. Remember, the key to this game is survival. You just want to survive. So, you could play it very risky. That's absolutely an option, but, if you conserve your health, you'll find you're in a lot better spots. Most stage transitions in this game, too, will refill your health, but not all. It's actually a little kind of funny, but it is a thing that happens. Oh yeah, by the way, it's Harley Quinn, one of the few bosses in this game you won't see flying around in a jetpack or some other dirigible or means of air travel. Oh, no, never mind, there she goes. After the end of every boss too, I kind of want to stand right in that spot if I can, because he's Batman will automatically move to that spot every time after the stage, and then strike that pose, and I believe it's a fixed time after he hits that pose that he's going to, you know, advance the stage. So, I should have mentioned up front too, and I apologize, this game should have a very big foe sensitivity warning on it. Also, there's an air hidden one up here if I can get all these drones in the next wave without taking damage. I think I've already missed some, so it probably won't happen. Oh, nope, there it is. If you can kill that wave without taking damage, it will drop a 1-up every time. For those of you who, you know, play around the retro achievements, this game does have an achievement for stockpiling 9 lives, and it's actually not that hard, but some of these stages do have hidden 1-up requirements. And I know most of them, but there's one in stage 3 I'm not too sure of. And we'll get to that one. And if anyone could clear that one up, oh my god, I'd be so happy. So these guys are going to just start bleeding blue hearts, so we don't have to worry about taking too much damage in this level. It's really not that bad. Because while it's easy to rack up damage on yourself in this game, it's also very easy to get it back in most parts. There are some sections where they just do not give you any, and knowing which ones those are going to help you out a lot, and, you know, just simply not getting killed. Because remember, getting killed in this game is a big time loss. Like, the amount of damage I'm doing, you can actually check when you see the bosses. They'll have like a numerical health meter up in the top left. Know that at max power, that goes at a reasonable pace. This 1-up will always spawn here, so you can count on that. I don't even need to be stopping to fight these guys, it's just out of habit. Like I said, I wish I'd been practicing this a bit more, but... well, life's a strange thing, ain't it? We really don't want the blue. We don't even really need to pick that up at all, actually, because there's no bonus points for doing so either. And this game does have infinite leech points, so if you find yourself thinking, oh, I'm going to play Batman and Robin for score, don't bother. There's no point. Anyways, you want to end that stage as far right as possible, but, well, I'm being lazy. All the green ones that are following me will drop parts when I destroy them, and also slow down the frame rate so just slightly. But I don't need to worry about that. Also, I started this fight on the wrong side. You want to be standing here when this fight starts, so you can just wallop Harley with, like, your bolas. We're just gonna absolutely destroy the value on trade-in for that jetpack she got. Here she comes again, and she's gone. So now she brings her big friend back out here. The demo scene claw. Well, you have to avoid the ceiling coming down on you too. Oh god, I'm just taking wallops up there. So it's gonna come out and do its thing, and here's where we learn how most of the game's bosses act. But they have kind of like a rubber bandy tracking. Harley will always park herself right in your diagonal, so you can just jump attack to get some movement and just nail her. But you really don't want to get hit by the claw in the back too many times because it will hurt. And this screen will just, I believe, replenish our health. Yep. So we can skip that box on the left entirely. Pretty sure that was hard in there. If it was a weapon power-up, it doesn't matter, because I think we're at full power. Well, we definitely are now. So, we just gotta get stuck in the scene here real quick, just hitting these balloons. There's gonna be some things that come out here, right? They come out on a pattern. First one that comes out is hearts. Second one will be a screen wipe, which a foe sensitivity warning, if I pick those up. I'll try to avoid them the best I can, but they do strobe the screen really hard, and I apologize. More hearts, and then the next one that comes out will be another weapon power-up. And we can just kind of ignore that. Bing, I got it anyway. I could have got that. I should have got that. Oh, when did they pick up red? I didn't even realize. That's okay, though. That's not a death sentence or nothing. This was never going to be world record pace, so I'm not too concerned about it. So we can fix that right here, because the same pattern repeats again. Also, it's a lot more brainless to get rid of all these things on the first go. Second one will come out with the screen wipe. Oh, I should have avoided it. I'm sorry. I'm not great at keeping my promises here. More hearts. I could have used those, but we're gonna be okay. And there's the green again. So we got our optimal DPS back. And I'll make the arguments for red later. But right now, we definitely want green. And we can just whoop, ignore that enemy. Because falling off the screen is actually not a death here. It's actually kind of minimal damage. And then we just start firing up at the Joker. Oh, it's the Joker flying in his thing. He's just here to tell jokes and fly balloons. So he has a very fixed pattern here. He's gonna skirt over to side, sweep the ground, do it again. And he always has like a visual telegraph of himself sitting up there, like, you know, being a little trickster. But his pattern never changes. So basically our job here is to just absolutely give him the business. So we're gonna jump with him to make sure that our shots always connect, to make sure that we always... yeah. I wish I could show off the soundtrack to this game more than you could probably hear right now, because it is fantastic, but we're not going to be hearing enough of it. Like, Jester Kid is responsible for the soundtrack, and we're just going to sit in the lower right here real quick while I gush about the soundtrack. It is probably one of the hardest club albums to ever be released on the Sega Genesis, and not many people know it. And the worst thing is that playing it through emulation kills the mix. It sounds so good on real hardware. Like, everything is a little bit more measured, whereas on emulation, you're just gonna find that a lot of the patches are just simply too loud for the mix and really change the tone of the song. I'm not kidding, though, by the way. We can really just sit here and do this all, like, stage long. This will work. We have to move for only, like, a couple little intermissions. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, since we've, you know, deactivated the Joker, we're now going on to, Climate Two-Face, who wants to mess up the world through helicopters and blimps. I don't know. This whole stage is an auto-scroller. It takes up about 20 minutes of the game, which is a majority of it. Well, a near majority, but it's a lot of it. But we're gonna be here a while with a lot of, just a lot of time. Just sitting in this corner throwing bolas. This is the privilege of having a high damage with the max power. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yes, this stage in particular, stage 2, there's going to be a lot of screen flashing, and I apologize so much. So the cool thing here is, though, Two-Face's pattern is not fixed in how he throws the dynamite, so you do actually have to, like, you know, run to center and kind of react to it. Mercifully, is a, you know, not a hard reaction. There is a 1-up in this segment that will come out of one of these center lamps, but we're not there yet. It's after the next pause from Two-Face, and then we start scrolling again, and, you know, there's one with a 1-up in it. One with the weapon power up in it. We kind of want to ignore weapon power ups. Again, once you're max power, picking those up doesn't award any points or nothing, so you're really just risking, like, mistiming it and changing your weapon without thinking. So these guys, they throw their barrels. Each barrel actually drops 2 hearts. Great way to refill your health if you're having problems not sitting in the corner doing this. Will those bullets even hit me? Yeah, but who cares? Look at that. Big heart, screen wipe. This is not a very hard stage. And the funny thing was, I always had a beef with this game because it was one of those childhood monsters, you know? It's like, oh man, I can never beat this game. I thought it was so hard. So I picked a fight with it a few years ago and found it's like, you know what? I can absolutely run this. I'm glad to be going back and relitigating childhood beefs like that. So many games have to take it back to. Kind of the marvel of the world that we live in right now, that we have access to such things. And I want to make sure that my kid has access to these things when he's a little bit older too. So we need to do what we can and We definitely need to give to the climate change, you know, charities that we can find. Like, not just as the climate lobby, but everyone who's fighting against climate is a real champion. In fact, it runs in my family, believe it or not. Oh, real quick, I'll talk about that in a moment. We have Two-Face here, flying up around in the blimp of some kind. Just gotta kind of sit in this corner, do the same thing if I want to survive. I mean, surviving's easy. It's really not that hard. I'm kind of just playing it safer marathon. But they'll do this silly stuff. You know what? I'm way out of pattern for this. Anyways, I guess I could kind of talk about it, but my relatives actually holds the Guinness World Record for most penguins cleaned in an oil spill. She is known as the Penguin Lady. Two-Face shows up, makes a giant screen flash, and does like a little ground-based attack. You still have to dodge the corner, and then the little ground wave. These are really cool demo scene effects, but I want to talk about my relative. I mean, she cleans so many penguins, dude. But it's very important to take care of the environment that we live in, because I mean, the ecosystem is very real. I mean, we all take care of each other, from like the bugs to the humans. We all have custody of this earth, and I think it's very important that we leave behind something nice. So, you know, take every small step you can. Recycle every can. Recycle every Two-Face. See, he's on fire. He'll make a fine compost. I don't even think that's the last of him, because that's not the end of stage 2. It is very randomly interesting. I only learned about it a few years ago, and I've known about her almost my whole life. It's a very complicated story. I can't get into the personals of everything, but... Anyways, this is the 13-minute auto-scroller if I play my cards right. It can go longer, but if you push the waves as fast as you can make it go I almost picked up a blue. That would have been real embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, this is a great time to read donations. If anyone has one to read right now, just let me know in the event chat to stop me yammering, so we can let some people get some through. I'd be happy to. But we're just going to try to minimize as much movement as we can here, because I realize for some people this level might cause motion sickness, because, you know, demo sceners love their perspective effects. It is what it is. This game was created by a company called Clockwork Tortoise. I think this was their only release, this and the Sega CD version. Which, the Sega CD version are like, well, if it's anything like this, it's gotta be awesome, right? Ooh, dude, oh no, God, it's nothing like this. It's kind of a third-person, like, scaling racer, almost like a Sega arcade game, but it's definitely not this. You're in the Batmobile for the entire game, but you are treated to actually bespoke cutscenes done by the cartoon animation team for the game, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure they were made for the game. But you know, it's definitely not as run and gunny as like this. This is a very arcadey experience, and I have a real appreciation for it, you know? Like, they really brought the arcade experience home on a little 2 megabyte cartridge. Like, you know, it's doing a lot of really cool tricks, like graphically. You know, there's only so much you can do on a Genesis, I say, knowing that I could do so much great stuff. Anyways, this guy, I neglected to start gunning down from the moment he spawned, but you basically just want to get in his face and just start walloping him. And you can stop any of his stupid patterns, because he can drop mines that will home in on you, and if you actually let them hit you, you know, they can cause problems. All the helicopters here kind of spawn in a fixed pattern, but they also have this little bit of a rubber banding homing, where if they get above or below your position, they'll just kind of start to course correct, so you can kind of just break your movement and, you know, get them right in your line of sight. Like, macro movement wins the game, wins the day on this one. Anyways, here's our friend again, and if I don't wallop him soon, he's going to start dropping mines! There they go. Yeah, don't let those touch you. Yeah, these could be a problem. It is a gorgeous stage. It is a very gorgeous stage. I don't have any shaders enabled in the emulator for the, you know, sake of, I don't want to suggest anyone to my own personal taste here, but you know, I have my Genesis hooked up in the corner of my living room right now, and this is on CRT is absolutely phenomenal. I would have loved to play this on hardware, but I know I mean it's capture composite right now. I'll change it someday, truly, but as it stands, I am playing this to you through the power of Genesis plus GX. Which, you know, the effects still emulate perfectly fine. Oh yeah, this guy also does kind of the rubber bandy "I'm gonna get you" movement, which is kind of common in a lot of enemies in the stage, including the later boss. That was the mid boss. If you let him touch you, he does do like a grip of damage. Whoa, jeez. I actually took my hands off my controller for a second there. Like I said, this looks fantastic in composite, because look at this dithering, right? This was meant to be seen that crispy composite, like color bleed. Oh. Everything goes solid, and now we have just line effect clouds. Does the stage change much? Nah. We're gonna see a lot more missiles, though. It's just a bit of a snoozer of a level of it, but it has that really strong soundtrack in the back, which, if you are going to listen to the soundtrack, if you do not have this game on original hardware, there are YouTube videos of hardware recordings of it. Dustin Odell Official has a fantastic recording of this thing, front to back, in its hardware intended mix. It sounds fantastic. It's one of the hardest club albums released post Streets of Rage 2. It's so good. And I can't stop gushing about it, because it's the reason why I play this game so much, honestly. I absolutely adore the YM2612. Funny fact about this game, too, is that the entire soundtrack is done only on the 2612. There are no instruments in the OST using the SN76489. Pretty sure I got those numbers right. So yeah, it's got a lot of that like Euro demo scene like blood and vibe in it, and all this for an American kids cartoon that is admittedly amazing. By the way, here's our other friend, Mr. I Shoot Missiles in Your Face. I could just be tapping, you know, the power attack on him, but you finish him at roughly the same time too. You really can just brain off with this level. I totally forgot I had that power up on deck also. These are things you're going to want to optimize if you're going to run for world record pace. Which I forgot to check during this, but when I was chasing after world record, I think it was after like 41 minutes maybe? I was several minutes behind, I just never submitted, but definitely wasn't second, so I got work to do. But it's not a particularly difficult game to pick up and just have fun with. I actually regret the fact that I'm going to be running this, mostly, you know, trying to do the 1cc, but that involves speed strats, because you don't want to let half these bosses get into their vibe. In fact, we're going to skip a whole section of a boss, which I think is the actual highlight of the game. This game turns into Battletoads for like a couple minutes. It's kind of crazy, and we're not going to see that if I play my cards right. So anyways, yeah, you do want to push the waves as fast as you can. And that's how you, you know, move through the all-scroller as fast as you can. There's really not a whole lot to mention here that I can at least spare everyone screen flashes by picking up the, you know, the whole screen demolition items. I don't think we all need to see that every 5 seconds, because they drop them that often right now. Okay. So this guy is probably gonna, I think we're at the part where this guy is gonna spawn a second one after him, and after that it's gonna switch over into the boss portion of the level. Oh, nope. I guess that's on the next guy. And if it's okay with everyone, after I kill the boss on this section, I'm gonna take a quick swig of soda and not just immediately jump the title cards here, because I really need to dry my throat. I don't use this speaking out loud on stream very often. Usually when I stream, it's pretty quiet hours. Everyone's chilling in chat, listening to this game's amazing soundtrack. Oh man, I hope to meet Jesper Kid someday. I want to ask him a lot of questions about this work. Unlike that time I had, like, almost met Tommy Tallarico at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Would you believe he was too busy talking to a camera like the entire time he was there? But we don't have to talk about that right now. Talk about good things. So this game also does offer a 2-player co-op. But one of the difficulties I found as a kid that was making this game hard to get through was that when you're at a boss, continues are disabled until both players are dead, and then it checkpoints you. So you got what you got until you get through the boss. And being kids, you know, dying and not really being able to understand splitting power-ups to maximize DPS and everything, it was just one of those situations where it's like, well, we're spending forever on this boss whose life just does not go down. And I think that was a lot of the mystery for me. It's like, how does this game be so hard? And it turns out I was just playing it very wrong. Because it's not an exceptionally hard game, now that I understand it. Okay, so we got this jerk here. We're just going to tap on... Okay, we're out of the power-up now, so we can just hold the button down and he blows up. Here comes another. Oh, wait, I forgot to get rid of these jerks. So you just kind of want to trace the dude's path, and then here comes number 2. And then right after this guy, it's going to phase over right into the boss of the level, which is just a giant battleship that we all scroll over. Oh, there's 3 of them. Where did I get the idea it was 2? And why am I taking so many hits? I guess I have to forgive myself for not practicing. This is my first marathon run, and I'm still playing it extremely safe. Because, I mean, you really do have enough time and space where you can park yourself in front of something and just dunk on them. Like, don't worry about the health loss, just, like, power them through. This is really something I do want to optimize someday. It's a fun game to run. So these little turrets are going to just keep popping small hearts that we can pick up, for the most part. The bigger turrets are actually going to have attacks that, you know, we need to worry about, but also these need to be destroyed before it will actually scroll the screen. So I should have gotten that before it did the other background. Oh wait, nope, it will go before it. Okay. I thought I had to spin back once more. These things on the rail will always drop a power-up, a screen destruction thing, and then a 1-up. And now we have to dunk on this satellite dish, which is going to constantly home in on us. So we don't really want to be worrying about anything else but that right now. You can destroy these smaller missile turrets, and they drop hearts. But that was something I should have been thinking about as soon as the fight started, because you could just, again, unload right in their face. And look at that, full health. Moving on. So I said I was going to make arguments for red as a weapon, and those will actually be coming in the next stage. Turns out green is just really what you want for here. Oh, did I say screen destruction thing? I'd say, should just be saying crash bomb. Whatever. Anyways, here's the charge power-up. So at this point, we destroy these first 2 turrets, which is very important for our freedom to move, because we can deal with the ones on the right as we go, but we still want to be just absolutely dumping on the center satellite, because that's our win condition. It's also the biggest threat because it moves around really annoyingly. Now these turrets can still open up and we can still go get some hearts off them. But they didn't cooperate, so whatever. And there's our 1-up. Hooray. 6 lives. You need 9 to get the achievement on retro achievements. There's several more to go in this game. Alright, so before we do anything, we really want to get rid of these the turrets on the front side of the screen. So we don't want to have anything coming at us from behind. There we go. 1, 2. Took a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, now it's locked in? That was weird. Okay, you want to circle when it's doing those fast, rapid shots. I really do not want to die here, though, period. And give me those hearts. Okay, we're in good shape now. Now we're gonna fight the real boss of this level. You're not gonna believe who it is. Oh snap, it's a helicopter. I assume Two-Face is in it, and he wants to hit us. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna get you, Batman, and then flips his coin. Oh yeah, so, remember that rubber band movement I was telling you about? You basically want to figure out how to park them horizontally to you, and then let them do their little rage thing. All the while just holding down the button, like, whoop, here he comes, dropping his mines. Oh, these things will absolutely hurt you if you let him. But you can't forget that he's also coming at you too. Whoop. And he's dead. And that's Two-Face. I don't know what his goal or purpose in this game was. I really need to take a sip of my drink. Here's the Batmobile. Here's Jarvis Tetch. It's tea time. Oh, let me hit the pause button real quick. Oh my goodness. So, this game is infamous for a couple reasons. It's difficulty 1, and 2 for having the best third level that I could ever have the privilege of just grabbing onto the ceiling and not really having to deal with, period. I love this game, but they really gave Batman just a little bit too much safety. I'm so safe. Alright, that's why I didn't want happening, so I'll just grab that. We'll sacrifice a little bit of time. Oh, I forgot to hold up. Wow, I really botched that one. But basically, you can just sit on the top line there and just pelt these guys, and they die, and you just get to go. This stage also has a hidden 1-up with a condition that I actually don't know how to trigger. So, if anyone knows anything about that, I would love to hear it, because I know it comes from one of these bombs, these orange things up on the ceiling. After you pass by them, they'll swing down and then just explode. One of them will drop a 1-up, and I'm just not sure what the condition is, but I've seen it happen. Yeah, Jesper Kid was crazy for the soundtrack. Look at this whole level. You're just expected to, like, you know, run and gun your way through that. Me, don't even have to deal with it. You just don't. You just move on ahead. It's not Batman's problem today. You know what? I'm not having it. Mad Hatter's a weird dude. I'm not into the haberdashery thing like he is. We don't have to deal with it. We just have to dunk on the little guys a little bit. So at some point, if I see a red here, I am going to pick it up, because it's going to become absolutely vital in the next stage. And a future warning for the next stage, there's an extremely annoying bit of audio in it that I'm going to try my best to minimize it, but I do have to respect it, because if I don't, I die, I lose power, which We'll add minutes to our time here, so we really don't want that. No, I don't have to fight him. I can just go. I love a good fighting game. Go graphic, you know? Oh, ooh, I really screwed up getting hit there. It's okay. We'll do it live. They won't hurt you as long as they're not flashing. And you can minimize your ground by ducking first and then throwing batarangs, because then you can aim in all 8 directions. Anyways, here's everyone's favorite boss. The cat. So we sit here, we unload the cat's nose, and he starts throwing a fit. He's like, hey Batman, dude, I gotta dunk my stuff on ya. And then he just throws a whole wave of crap from the side of the screen. I forgot he comes down with the claw like that if you get too close, but then there's this random wave. You just really have to watch out for like a... I'm a dummy. For like a split second. His nose actually has a pretty wide hitbox, so you can get away with a lot. And once the items actually bounce off the ground, they're duds. Oh, he's throwing a fit. Ah. Look out, Batman. You're gonna get hit. Oh, no. Well, anyways, he figures out quickly that this whole thing isn't working for him, so he deploys his next weapon. Oh yeah, one more phase of this. Hey Batman, check out what I got. It's eye lasers. That you don't have to move for. And then you have to look out for the world's deadliest trap. This one. Almost caught him. Oh, this is stage 3, Mad Hatter, aka Tea Time. Anyways, oh sorry, they almost dumped a blue on me. I'll take a red, but really don't want blue. Anyways, the reason why we want red here is that the whole triple shot aspect of it is incredibly strong here, because what's going to happen is they're going to take away about half of our moving area on the stage and throw giant columns of enemies at us. We're going to hit every single one of those reds. Okay, so those are the things we gotta look out for. Oh god, as I just ate one. I'm sorry, that noise is so annoying. I saw the red and I got greedy, but look at this! Look at this! And as long as I keep aiming overhead, I shouldn't take any more damage, so we can play it safe. Oh god. I totally forgot you could slip through the crack. Oh no! Alright, there goes the no miss. Damn, I really wanted to no miss on a marathon. I am so bummed about that one. Alright, whatever. Whatever. We can recover. This isn't the end of the world, but it is the end of the really good version of red. You really wanted to keep that. Oh, I'm so upset about that. I have one chance. Well, that'll teach me to practice more next time, I guess. We're still in good shape, though. The 1 CC is all but guaranteed. I mean, we are Batman. These aren't exactly the world's hardest mooks. I mean, we're going up against the Mad Hatter. He wears hats. That's his power. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm super sorry for that noise, and this noise, and that noise, and this noise, and that noise, and this noise. Oh, stage is the worst. There's no avoiding it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I went too soon. I'm an idiot. That's going to cost me so much here. Photosensitivity warning for the boss coming up after this part. By the way, the screen's going to get really psychedelic. I actually had to turn down my, turn up my bitrate for what's about to happen. One up. Whoa, I forgot to jump over this guy. He's throwing the level at me, dude. Oh, I would really not to like die, I'd really like not to die here. Like I said, very early in very early on the run. Dying at max level sends you back several levels of power on your weapon. Dying before that, it's only about 1. But either way, you just don't want to do it. It's not conducive to time, and good lord. Anyways, here's this guy. Famous Batman villain, Jumping Jack. That's what I call him. I don't know. Look at him, he's kind of cute. Kind of got that let me show you Eric Andre show in like 2013 kind of vibe, you know. And I keep running into his boot. I'm running too far to the left and right when I need to stay on this bottom floor to maintain safety, but I've already died several times, so I'm being a little bit more risky than I need to be. And yes, Batman will try to punch the big robot. It's a little bit silly. And, God, another warning I have to give, actually, and this time it's about the soundtrack. This one has a really weird audio jump scare at the end of the loop. It's a giant train crash, and it's just really loud. Anyways, we can stay red for now, but we're gonna want green before the end of the next level. We're just gonna stay red now because, you power up as you collect the same power up multiple times in a row. And to farm power-ups off these guys, you want to kill everything. You gotta eat the whole power of the robot. Oh, it's so annoying when you're this level of, on red, because it turns into a single projectile. It's just a worse green. I could have grabbed that red a little bit sooner. Oh, it gave me blue! This is bad! Oh, give me a red! Oh no, don't ever let that happen to you. I mean, arguments can be made about blue, but they're not very good arguments. Alright, so we're max level red. We can switch back to green at any point, but we're not going to do that until the next segment anyway. We just need to do it before we get to Mad Hatter. That's the important part, because what I'm about to do to Mad Hatter may be considered criminal by most courts, but to me it's considered necessary for time and for people who get motion sick. It's a really cool boss battle. Like, I wish I could show you all of it. Go watch a YouTube of someone slow walking it because it's so cool. But it's also literally minutes of the boss being intangible. Which, we're not here for that, you know? Ostensibly, we're here all to stick our boot up Mr. Freeze for trying to cause a ceaseless winter over Gotham. Which is kind of the overarching plot of this game. I don't know the exact plot. Like, maybe it was just, you know, that twice a month day where every supervillain gets out of Arkham and gets to go do whatever. Because, you know, it's kind of funny we ran into 3 of them so far. Or at least about to be 3. Oh, dude. No way. Look how he drew himself. He's the Chad and I'm the... You know, it's... I'm not liking this Mad Hatter guy after all. Yeah, here we go. Screen. Anyways, we can just not engage most of this stuff or just engage it with a jump kick, but it does hurt. These things do, in fact, hurt. And the funny thing is, your melee attacks, your jump kick, and your ground punch, they do offer some iframes, but not against projectiles. So doing against these guys is a fantastic survival tactic, but your iframes are only as long as the attack. So, you know, watch it, buddy. Or maybe I just got corrected on that in real time. Ooh, I grabbed red again. That's okay. There's more greens. Red's still fine here. Red's still fine here. And there's that audio jump scare. I don't know why it's there. Those things hurt, by the way. And why they take so long to come out. Yeah, don't let them touch you. Don't let them make guys that you have to take care of. Don't put sugar in your coffee. You can do better than that. You think you need that creamer, but that's a lot of calories, buddy. Make mine a Splenda. Let's go. Oh! That would have been real bad. Also, these bomb rabbits really hurt too. Kind of want to hit these while crouching, but again, crouching is a little bit tricky. You gotta throw at least like one bola usually in a direction that you don't wanna. Woo! Not killing me today, buddy. Alright, and this is where we just kind of move over here just a little bit, and then we start dumping on the ball. Oh god, no, that's bad. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good. He's parked right where I need him. We're just gonna dump damage on him. And not move. We don't move a damage. That's okay, that's okay. We did it. We gone below 10. That's okay. Woo, that could have gotten really nasty. So what would have happened there if had I not quick killed him is we would have spent several minutes without a boss on screen. We would have had to listen to this insane song while this stage goes crazy on us. And also, destroy his hat for a free 1-up. So yeah, when he comes in on screen, you really have to move just slightly to coax him into just kind of parking and letting himself just get absolutely rained on. You really just gotta dent the value of that hat. You know, you can't let him like float in there looking like Wrenchuckle Moneybags, you know, saying, "Hey Batman." Mind if I play a really cool trick on your audience and make them have to look away from the screen for a bit? Like, that was just a taste of what the rest of the level is like. It really is just straight up battle. Oh god, I picked up blue. It just becomes straight up Battletoads for a few minutes. Okay, letting these things explode yields you no rewards. We're here for rewards. It gave me blue again. But that's okay, because it was a powered down blue. I really don't like this situation. I'm actually kind of disgusted with myself for letting it get this far with this blue. Oh my god. Okay, come here. Oh god, this stinks. Stinkeroony, there we go. Come on, someone give me a green. We need green. The good news is we will get green before the final boss. In fact, there's a section of this game where the only thing they drop is green. Actually, no, I lied. There's a new power-up in the pool. Power down! You've heard of raising the bar? Yeah, well, we're lowering it, buddy. Alright, so there is not a whole lot to talk about this level in comparison to the others, because while we've seen some pretty cool stuff in this game, that was pretty much the bulk of it. We've got this corridor, another corridor, a corridor with some kind of cool foreground scaling things, and then, you know, we go throw bolas at Mr. Freeze's little train station isolation pod until he just starts hearing against the glass and decides he can't rest no more. Throws in the towel. We send him back to Arkham. You know, they slap the cuffs. I guess he'll be out. It's, you know, typical Batman stuff. But at least we'll stop him from, you know, making winter like a permanent thing. Because, you know, some people love it, but I imagine they would get sick of it if it was all year round. And so would I. And that is, once again, why we are raising funds for Citizens Climate Lobby. Remember, man, I mean, it's your planet, too. I don't love it, Mr. Freeze's paradise. Oh, yeah, you just kind of arbitrarily hit an end, then you go back to your spot there. Now we got science dudes and little freeze robots coming up. Oh, no, it's the freeze tank that we jump over and ignore. Are we at max screen? You know what? Let's make absolutely sure. Also, I have gone over estimate. I can't believe that. I apologize. Like when I say you lose minutes over you know, deaths and weapon degradations, I wasn't kidding, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Also, I almost got myself killed again, just being a bit of a dipshit. That's okay. There's green right here. I apologize to the organizers. I undershot. But the good news is we really are to the, you know, the end of the game, basically. There's this and another small auto-scroller where guys make funny noises when you kill them. And then we see the big bad himself. Also, like every third scientist here is going to drop like an arc of hearts. It's actually pretty predictable. This guy's just, you know, dunking AoE. I'll make sure we get back to max power. Okay, we're good to go. Oh my goodness. I wish I could have made this the no miss for y'all. It's honestly not that hard of a game to do. But you do have to pay attention because, like I said, it is, you know, pretty easy to get killed in this game. You are but a single bat. The night is, you know, mostly yours. You have to share with a bunch of dudes who are like, check my science, bat, as they throw their flasks. Oh, I should have ended on the left. I forgot where the stage ended. Anyways, the final boss scroller before the final boss. These guys are gonna try to lock onto you and hit you with a giant, like, beam. So we just chuck bolas at them. And, you know, whoa, I don't want to touch that. I mean, normally I would touch that, but I'm just trying to be very kind to all the viewers at home who, you know, don't want to have the screen flashing in their face at the moment. It's not that fun to see as often as this game wants you to do it. Alright, so I should probably explain these guys real quick before we get to the final boss too. Those are little floating bits. Those are the ads that we'll be seeing during Mr. Freeze. They come out shooting, you know, little freeze jets in various directions and sometimes change their orientation. But the important thing is that we just don't get caught up in their little game, and that we do our best to try to keep someone's screen for as long as we can, believe it or not. Because Mr. Freeze will change his phases after you kill all of his available little nerdy ad bits, mooks, whatever we want to call them. Anyways, like I said earlier, there is a section of this game that makes sure that you get to the end level with green. This is that section. The enemies will only ever drop green. Sorry, I had to get rid of him. They will also drop hearts, they will also drop power downs, but they will always, always, always drop green. Now, I've actually had a run in this game where I went through this and avoided that all and brought red to Mr. Freeze, and honestly I should do it again because I didn't really check to see how much faster it was, but it felt like there was enough juice there. With a little exploration, it might be a faster kill than red can do, than green can do, because you are firing 3 projectiles. And it is actually pretty reliable if you're keeping the enemies on screen, that Mr. Freeze isn't going to move a whole lot. Alright, this is actually really funny, because as I'm watching this, I got the preview up on the window behind this one. Just slightly out of frame. And it's on the right side, so I keep seeing echoes of the past coming in from the right and then disappearing into the left. I'm getting very confused as to what's happening in the game right now. Just doing Batman things, I guess. I mean, Batman's been bitten by at least like 8 different snakes. He's seen some things. Alright, we're almost out of here. I know I'm not doing that sound good, I just love it. Oh, you got me, Batman. Ow. Also, it takes a second for Batman to reorient himself around in a single direction. Here we go. Final boss time. It's the bad guy. It's Mr. Freeze. It's not the Joker. We killed him earlier, remember? So anyways, here he is in his train station isolation pod, really sick of the noise of, you know, a busy commute, so we're just going to do our best to shatter that peaceful reprieve. But you can only do it from the glass side. Now, the only reason why I'm not killing... Well, actually, no, we can kill these guys before he breaks the glass. That's right. Wow, what am I doing? So after he breaks the glass, if you kill these things and knock them off screen, something unpleasant happens. He pulls out the big gun. And it's not that it's actually a particularly threatening attack, it's just he goes in this pattern that's actually just kind of really annoying to deal with. So we just keep peppering. Oh god, here comes the big gun. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna shoot you, Batman, with my big gun. A thing Batman's notoriously afraid of. So yeah, we try to keep the bits alive on screen as long as we can to give ourselves just not much more time to give them a noogie, I guess. Whatever, we'll deal. I'm already overestimated. I shouldn't be trying to get silly with it. Can't believe it's taken me this long, though. That's not usual. Anyways, if I do get hit... Oh no, my bat belt. It's okay. Because we pretty much just have to sit here. And throw things. Oh, how nice of power-up. And that's it! That's time? Time? How do I... And... Alright. Oh, hey, I did it! I did the thing! I did the thing, like, the slowest I've done in a long time, but I did the thing, my goodness. I am so happy to have shared that game with everyone. As the guard routinely looks through the people at Arkham's latest guest, a deep chill courses through his body. Oh, who gave him the snow globe? Basked in the moonlight, the figure concentrates on the city entombed in crystal, oblivious to the guard's presence. The guard raps on the door, waits a moment, and then starts to slide the people's cover back to its shut position, and we're not going to read this whole thing. But anyways, yeah, this is a fantastic game. I love it. I hope more people pick this up and play it. Speedrun is easy. You know, the soundtrack's fantastic. Just show someone. Change a life. But also remember what we're here for. We stop Mr. Freeze. We don't all want the nuclear forever winter. Do your best. Take care of your planet. Take care of your home. Take care of your lawn. Take care of your city. Wherever you are, the earth all around you needs your help. Please donate to the Citizen Climate Lobby through the charity that we are running donations for. That I will... Wow, that's a delay on my keyboard there. But please, do everything you can to just make this world a better place, because it's only going to stay the way we leave it. And I would like to leave something really nice behind for everyone else behind us. Anyways, I've been megadrivers. Thank you for having me. This is my first marathon run. We did it. That's a 1cc. So, you know, give it up for your next runners all through the night. I'm going to go have a celebratory watch along with the rest of you. And have a great rest of your weekend. You know, take care, everybody, and take care of those around you.